Tendai The Beast Mtawarira. Well, he has joined the family of educators, of students, management and parents as their new ambassador. The group inspires youngsters from aged 1 to 18 to achieve their maximum potential through premium and multi-faceted education. The group is committed to deliver a fresh and progressive approach to education in an exciting and nurturing academic environment. But to tell us more, we're joined by Ravi Nadasen, who is the CEO of the Inspired Education Group, as well as Tendai, who will unpack his role as ambassador. A very good morning to you, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Now, Ravi, for those that don't know, what is the Inspired Education Group and what is its mandate?
So we're a group of 12 schools in South Africa and more than 64 around the world, offering a premium quality education in a multifaceted environment. We've got schools all around the country in South Africa, in Cape Town, in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. We're very honored to have Beast on as our brand ambassador.
And how did you go about selecting Beast to be a part of your team?
Well, in my previous life in the hotel business, I was fortunate enough to be in quite a few of the hotels where Beast stayed at. So I managed to get to know him and the Springbok team quite well. And when we were looking for this individual, Beast stood out head and shoulders. I mean, he just embodies everything that we were looking for in an ambassador. He's truly just a nice guy. His groundedness, humility, the incredible spirit, his passion for his team, the game, his country, it just truly embodied everything that we would look for in a role model for the students of our school.
Now, Beast, let me also welcome you into this conversation. Thank you so much for joining us. I mean, you recently became an ambassador for the Inspired Education Group. Take us through why this was such an important initiative to be a part of.
No, thank you so much for having me, and thank you, Ravi, for those kind words. I think for myself, it resonated so much with me. Obviously, Ravi came with a proposal of making me a brand ambassador for the group of Inspired Schools, because I've always wanted to inspire the next generation. Inspire the kids to achieve their full potential and achieve their dreams. And for me, it's probably a greater part of my legacy going forward now that I've retired. So it's something that I just kind of jumped onto. I was super excited, and then wanted to be a part of it. I think now, even in my and my other projects that I'm doing on the side of my foundation, I'm aiming to work with kids and aiming to unlock their potential and give them opportunity to succeed in life and just achieve their wildest dreams.
I mean, what will some of your core duties as ambassador be, and how will you go about executing those duties?
I think it's going to be basically going to all the schools, visiting them during the year and just engaging with the kids, whether it be, at a function, they're having at the school where I can come and be a guest speaker and just, speak on certain topics that will just kind of, resonate with them and just inspire them, to chase their dreams and work hard, and and obviously engage with them as well on the field, teach them rugby skills and just kind of have fun with the kids in a sense, and just make it natural for them to kind of get inspired by myself, tell them about my journey, and so I think it's going to be a whole lot of events that are lined up for next year. But for me, it's something that is pretty exciting.
Your work not only inspires the future generations, but the current generations and many other generations. No wonder you called the gentle beast. Now, being on the rugby field, what people don't actually know is that you have always been an advocate for education, as you are currently studying towards your MBA, isn't it? So what do you think it means to be educated, not just in South Africa, but on the continent in general?
I think, education is definitely one of my biggest, drives, especially now. Yes, I'm studying towards an MBA, because all along my career, I always had a dream of getting back to studying and just having the right foundation for me to be successful in business. But I really believe that education is the solution to so many of the problems that we face in society today. And I think if we're going to educate our kids, and give them the best, they'll be able to be successful and make good decisions. And all this stuff that we see and all the socioeconomic disparities that we see will be bridged in a bigger way, not just in South Africa, but on the continent. So I think, education has got a massive part to play to where we want to go, where we want to get to as a country and as a continent. So yeah, it's a big mission of mine to drive education in a big way.
Yeah, certainly. And with your involvement in this initiative, we know that the best will come out of the beast. Now, Ravi, the group inspires youngsters from aged 1 to 18 to achieve their maximum potential. Take us through step by step how this will be done.
I think it's a very multifaceted approach that we take, and it's quite a balanced one. So we focus strongly on 4 pillars: academics, excuse me, arts and culture, sport, and giving back. And I think that's where Tendai covers more than just sport. I think, as you heard from him, he's got a strong focus on giving back, and that resonates quite closely with us. Our environment is one that's nurturing, one that focuses on a fresh and progressive outlook towards education, but also focusing quite strongly on individuality, and that goes through all the way through from a 1-year-old all the way through to matric. We've just come out of a very terrible lockdown, as we all know, and we've had a very successful online offering that has helped our students come through quite strongly and quite positively, despite these troubled times that we live in. And I think we saw, being part of a global group, how important it was that we've got schools that went into hard lockdown, like in Vietnam, that we learned so much from. So by the time we went into hard lockdown in South Africa, we were able to learn from our global counterparts and put best practice in place. So it's a premium education company, and we're really grateful to be having somebody that aligns with us from a premium point of view indeed.
My understanding of when you say that the school focuses on individuality is that perhaps, there's individualized learning and there's personalized learning, as it were, and so much, attention is lavished to each and every learner, isn't it?
I think when I say individuality, I think it's allowing each student to be who they are and who they want to be. I think that's our environment. We nurture towards that.
Okay. So is there a particular class that you target, or is it just about for any South African student from different backgrounds and from different social classes?
Yeah, I mean, we in the group, we've got 2 brands, Redham House and Redford House. We've got 9 Redham House schools, which is premium, and then Redford House. And like I said, they're dotted all around the country. We've got them in Cape Town, they're in KZN, and in all areas of the country.
Okay. Now, Beast, what are you currently busy with now that you've retired?
I'm busy with a few things. I'm running a security company called Mlindi Security, which is supported and backed by Fidelity Security Group. I've actually been involved in the security industry for about 10 years now. So whilst I was playing rugby, I was a shareholder and a director in Fidelity. And yes, I'm studying towards my MBA with Hindi Business School, which is taking a lot of my time and which is a lot of work, but very exciting. It's going to take me about 3 years or so to complete that. And then, obviously, probably one of my more exciting projects is my foundation, the Beast Foundation, where I'm, aiming to empower the youth through the platforms of sport, education, and life skills development. Yeah. So those are some of the things that are keeping me busy. But I'm wanting to, work very hard to make everything successful, in all those different facets that I'm involved in there.
You know, Beast, I saw on Twitter a young star who is a rugby fanatic, and he's a huge fan of yours, saying that he wishes that you could start and run a rugby academy. Maybe in those plans, is a part of your future plans, perhaps?
Yes, it is certainly a part of my future plans. I think, through my foundation, I'm actually going to be doing boot camps next year, where I'm going to be, mobilizing, young, disadvantaged, kids to come to the camp and get opportunities they would have never realized, because of their circumstances. So, I'm aiming to actually have a big rugby boot camp in KZN. And I'll do a roadshow before that and just, identify talent out there and just unlock the potential of this young kid. So, that is going to be the start. And then from there, obviously, as we progress forward, it's actually to have our own infrastructure, our own academy. We're going to have kids who come there and actually know that they can, have a proper professional kind of setup where they can, proceed to the next level. So that is kind of the future goal. So I'll definitely have an academy one day.
All right, great stuff. Great hearing that, Beast. And please continue being an inspiration to so many people out there. We do appreciate your time. Beast, Tendai Mtawarira and Ravi Nadasen, thanks to you two gentlemen for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank
you. Thank you.
All right, that is Tendai Beast Mtawarira talking about his role as the ambassador of the Inspired Education Group, as well as the group CEO, Ravi Nadasen, unpacking just what the group does in playing their part in education.